preventing movement from inside to outside.
Yes.
And 2 is prevent movement from outside to inside.
Why
By
should we
anybody who... Yes.
why should we prevent that movement, either inside or outside?
To preserve,
yeah,
preserve the scene and...
to preserve the integrity of the scene.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Why should we preserve the integrity of the scene?
Because I believe everything should
Not believe, it's
yes.
what you know.
Everything should be left as is.
Yes.
And everything should be handled as is.
Yes.
Everything should be recorded, should be documented as is.
Is a scene of crime a fundamental and an integral part of this trial?
Yes, it is.
Was that scene of crime secured?
Yes, it was.
Is it still secured to date?
I can't tell.
No.
I'm not sure.
You were there when they finished the exercise, correct?
Yes.
Right? How many officers were left at the scene securing that scene of crime?
I'd say none.
None
The
of
best
them.
of my knowledge, yes.
Everybody boarded his motor vehicle and left, right? And rushed to record statements, correct? Correct or not correct, Mr. Thuman?
Not correct. Everybody went back to their duties.
But the scene was never secured, right?
That much I'm not sure.
The scene was never secured by the officers that you were with on that day, correct?
I can't say.
Excuse me, Mr. Thuman.
I don't know the plans.
Do you want to read?
When we left,
Sura ya 25 tena?
When we left,
Do you want to read? Excuse me. Do you want to read Sura ya 25?
I'm saying the truth.
Huo mstari
That
nikwambia.
when we left, there was nobody.
There was nobody.
Yes.
So as we speak, there is no scene of crime that is existing. So that if you want to tell the court to go and see the house and where these were recovered and how they were recovered, we cannot certainly tell the court. Correct?
A revisit is not possible at this juncture.
Sorry?
A revisit to the scene at this juncture, I believe.
That is not within your power.
Yes?
That's not within your power to determine.
Yes.
So if we go to the court with the court, we'll find a contaminated scene of crime as at now, correct?
You find a homestead, yes.
A contaminated scene of crime, correct?
I don't believe... There are scenes that needs to be preserved, there are scenes that don't need to be preserved.
This was not necessary for preservation, correct?
It was documented.
No, I'm asking, this was not a necessary scene of crime for preservation.
It was preserved by document.
I don't want to know it was preserved. I'm speaking about that scene of crime. It was not necessary for you people to be diligent enough to preserve that scene of crime, correct?
Scenes that can't be preserved are documented by the CS. And that is why
So, what exactly was documented in respect to that scene of crime? And where is the documentation?
I believe it should be in the police file and the IO.
You have the prosecutor here. Give us that documented scene of crime. As we wait, did you witness the documentation? Did you not? Did you witness the documentation of the scene of crime?
Personally, I didn't.
You never witnessed. So what you are testifying cannot then...
Then I should not use them.
No, listen. It's not you to determine.
Yes.
Yes. Are you a lawyer?
I am not.
Thank you.
But I'm
It's okay. I'm not
officer under the oath.
Were you there when the scene of being was being documented?
No.
Who documented it?
Chief Inspector Wahome Kamori.
Were you there? Did you see Chief Inspector
I saw him,
document it?
yes. I saw him. He came
So,
later.
excuse me, Mr. Witness.
He was called in later.
Did you see him? Did you not see him?
I saw him. I didn't see him take.
So were you there when it was being documented? Do you want to recant your earlier statement?
What I'm saying.
I'm asking, you stated you were not there, correct?
Yes.
Then you want to say that Chief Inspector Wahome documented and you were there. Which one do you want us to take?
No, I'm saying Chief Inspector Wahome came now.
Which version of your story?
From where I was.
Excuse me.
Yes.
And be keen to listen and
Yes.
slow to speak.
Okay.
Which version of your story do you want us to take? The one that you were
What do
there.
you want us to clarify, so that I can clarify.
So were you
once
there?
and for all.
Were you there when the scene of crime was being documented? That's the question I'm putting.
I wasn't there.
You are not there.
Yes.
So you could not have seen Mr. Wahome.
I saw him. I was seeing the gate when he came in. That is the point.
So where exactly were you when the scene of crime was being documented?
I was on the outer.
Inside the compound or
inside the compound.
Inside the compound.
Yes.
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 Where was the scene of crime being documented from?
Inside the houses.
Inside the houses.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that is what you never witnessed, the documentation.
Yes, that part.
What time did Mr. Wahome come to the scene?
Immediately after the operation.
What time? I'm specific about time.
Precise. I can't be
Yes?
precise, Your Honor. But
You can remember some details in times, but when I ask when Wahome came, you cannot remember.
because I wasn't keeping.
Where was Mr. Wahome coming from?
He was coming from the DCI offices.
From the DCI office in town.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Who invited Mr. Wahome to the scene?
I believe the in charge.
Don't believe. We are
That-
not in a mosque here or in a church. Here in court.
No problem, Your Honor.
Those beliefs you take them elsewhere.
But I still.
Who invited him?
I still believe it was Mr. Wesley. I'm not
Don't
sure.
don't use that terminology.
I'm not sure.
You are not sure. So what time did he come? I put that question to you again.
I would say a few minutes after we had completed.
No, I'm specific about time.
I
Time is
can't-
of the essence here.
I don't know.
You do not know. Normally when an officer is leaving a police station to a scene of crime, what happens before he leaves the station?
Procedurally.
Yes, procedurally. I'm interested about the procedure here.
We should book,
Yes,
but there are circumstances.
he should
that do not-
book
Or in the occurrence.
in the occurrence book.
Yes.
Why is he doing the booking?
To show the movement.
To show the movement,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And also protect the integrity of the process that he's undertaking, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And for purposes of accountability and transparency, correct?
True.
Is that why we do the booking?
Yes.
Are you aware whether or not Mr. Wahome booked his endeavors for that day in the occurrence book?
I'm not sure.
Yes?
I'm not sure.
You had the opportunity of perusing the court file, correct? The police file, correct? Yes?
Yes.
Did you see Mr. Wahome's treatment anywhere?
I didn't go through.
Did you see it or never
I
saw
did.
it? Yes? You
I never.
You never saw it.
Yes.
I put it to you that Mr. Wahome is not one of the witnesses that will be appearing before this court to testify. What do you say?
Now I know.
Yes?
I didn't know. I don't
I
know.
now
I
put
don't
it to
know.
you
Yes.
that Mr. Wahome, I put it to your knowledge, which you do not possess,
Yes.
that Mr. Wahome is not one of the witnesses appearing before this court that we know of. What do you say?
I don't know the list of witnesses.
I have now told you, because I have read the
Yes.
statements they have been given to me by the prosecution.
Yes.
I am now informing you and putting it to you
Yes.
that is not one of the witnesses who will come and testify the concocted lies that you're speaking about this morning.
And I said now I've known.
Thank you. So, who took those photos?
Whoever took the
Who
photos.
took the photos?
Whoever took the photos, they produced them.
Excuse me, I am not asking about production.
It was Chief.
You are
Inspector
at the
Wahome
scene.
Kamore.
Chief Inspector Wahome
Kamore.
Kamore.
Yes.
What did he use to take the photos?
You can explain that.
No, I'm asking, you are there. You saw this gentleman coming in,
A camera.
prepared to take the photos of the scene of crime,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How was he dressed?
Well, I can't remember, but he was in casual.
He was in casual,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Did you see the camera?
He always carried.
I'm not asking what he does, I'm asking these
He
specific
had a
things.
big bag. Yes, I don't know what was inside that big bag.
Yeah, he had a big bag.
Yes.
Did he use the bag to take the photos, or what did he use to take the photos?
Again, I say,
What did he use to take the photos, Mr. Athumani?
as I had explained, Your Honor.
I don't want you to
wasn't
explain,
inside
I
the-
want a specific answer. Did
I
he use
wasn't
the
inside
bag,
the house.
or he used the camera?
I wasn't in the house.
Yes.
Yes.
So what did he use to take the photos?
Mr.
No, it's you. You'll answer that question. After
How
all,
will
he's
I
not a
answer when I
witness.
wasn't in the house, Your Honor?
Yeah?
How will I answer if I wasn't in the house?
So did you see a camera yourself when he finished taking that exercise?
Yes, he had a camera in hand.
So you confirm that he had a camera,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So you're limiting the extent of your truth, correct?
I'm not limiting.
Yes?
He had a camera. I don't know if he used it or whatever.
But you saw a camera, correct?
Yes. And he had a bag.
And therefore the camera was not for purposes of taking birthday party photos. It was for
Yes.
purposes of taking this thing, correct?
Yes.
And therefore you must apply it towards that purpose, correct?
Sure.
Thank you. Upon the taking of the photos at the scene of crime, what happens? What follows next?
I'm not conversant with that procedure because it's.
They must be processed, correct or not correct?
Yes,
I am
yes,
not a
they
police
should.
officer and I know.
They should.
They must be processed, correct? Why are they being processed?
To have hard copies and.
For
keep
purposes
records.
of utilization before this court or
Yes.
any other forum,
Records,
correct?
yes, yes.
Right? Are photos certified upon processing?
They should. Before
Are they issued with certificates?
They should.
I'm asking, are they issued with certificates?
They,
Certificates certifying that these photos have been certified.
yes, they should.
Right.
Before being produced. Before.
Does that certificate capture, and before I go to that, when forwarding the gadget for purpose of processing, is it always captured in a memo? Police memo?
When?
When Wahome leaves the scene,
Yes.
the alleged Wahome
Yes.
goes to the police station and it begins the process of processing the evidence.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What happens? Does he just take a camera, go with it, processes it anywhere in Nakuru or anywhere in the government laboratory, right? Or there is kind of documentations?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What documentation follows that?
There should be a certificate or
A certificate.
to certify, or they put a rubber stamp and sign on the photos.
Yes.
That is certification.
But there must be evidence of how the process is moving on, correct?
That should be captured in his statement.
In the memorandum, in the memo. There are police memos, you know that, forwarding the exhibit, correct?
Yes.
Have you seen a police memo forwarding that exhibit?
Haven't the file.
Ask the prosecution to give you one. Mr. Mwenga, kindly give him that memo for you to look at it. I want to cross-examine it. I want to look at the memorandum forwarding that evidence. You have able counsel who is going to help you. And please make sure that what you give him is what you have shared with us. I'm specific. I don't want the documentation. I want the police memo, not the photos. I'm so specific of what I want. If you have it there, please, let's move on. Do you have the memo with you?
There is a certification.
I'm asking the memo, not the certification. The memorandum is a statutory form, correct?
Yes.
Yes? You reckon and recognize that the memorandum forwarding exhibits is a statutory form, correct?
Yes.
A police form, correct? That is exactly what I want you to identify.
Where should it be forwarded? To
No, don't ask me questions.
Yes.
You are a police officer,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
You understand that exhibits are accompanied by memos, correct? Am I correct?
Your Honor,
Am I correct or not correct?
you are correct. But
And
then
therefore, when you're forwarding this evidence, it must be accompanied by that memo. Correct or not correct?
when you are
Correct or not correct? If I am not correct, tell me I'm not correct.
Explain.
No, I'm not. I don't want explanations.
memos are done when you are forwarding something to another office. But if he photographs them and produces them with his machines in his office,
You don't require a
he
memo.
doesn't- Yes. he
So
doesn't.
what replaces the memorandum in that case?
The certification.
The
that-
certification.
Yes.
Do you have that certification with you?
Yes, it's here.
Please hold it. Tell us the date of that certificate.
According to the date here, it's on the 16th.
The 16th.
Yes, of May 2020.
Would you kindly read out the reference number?
It is The reference number is DCI.
Na uongeze sauti.
DCI oblique SEC oblique NKU oblique NNT oblique 4 oblique volume 4 of oblique 2 or 6.
Perfect, that's what I have.
Yes.
Who is being addressed?
To the in charge CSI Nakuru.
CSI means what?
The crime scene investigation.
Crime scene?
Investigation.
Crime scene?
Investigation.
Investigations. Where are they being addressed?
See.
Why are they being addressed in specificity?
Why are they being addressed?
Yes.
Because they are the ones who should certify the...
Yes, they are being addressed because they were not at the scene. Correct or not correct?
I'm not aware of that.
Right. Assuming that Mr. Wahome appeared at the scene,
Yes.
would he have addressed this letter to the CSI Nakuru?
No, Mr. Ahome should have done the certification himself.
Right.
Yes.
He would not have addressed a letter to himself, correct?
Yes.
Is Mr. and who has written that letter? Shika hiyo barua.
I think it's Mr. Wesley Langat.
Wesley Langat. Is he a member of the CIC? CSI, sorry.
No, he isn't.
Yes?
He isn't.
So he's addressing another department, correct?
Yes.
In that particular case, is a memorandum important?
I believe it should be.
Don't believe.
Yes.
Is it important?
In some cases...
In that case, is the memorandum a fundamental document?
This letter can...
I'm asking.
This letter can substitute the memo. It serves
Oh,
as a memo too.
So the police can legislate from their police stations. So the police can change the procedures as decreed by the law, correct? The police have that power.
Nobody...
So when the law says Form X must be used as a memorandum, the police can decide to replace it, correct?
Nobody should replace anything.
Yes?
But it is...
I don't want a but.
It
So the police can replace it, yes or no?
They shouldn't.
Thank you. So I'm interested about why is CSI being addressed? Why are they the recipient of this information in this case?
I believe Mr. Langat...
Don't believe.
Okay, Mr. Langat will explain.
No, it's
CSI
you.
will explain.
By the
For
way,
my part,
yes. Have you been to school?
Yes, I have.
What levels?
I'm a diploma holder
Diploma holder in
government stores.
government stores. Oh, good. But you can understand simple English, simple logic, right? And exercise some bit of reasonableness, correct?
Yes, I can.
And therefore, when I invite you to exercise reasonableness,
Yes.
I invite you to tell me why the in charge of CSI is being addressed by Mr. Langat.
Yes,
Simple
in the
logic.
letter. In the
Yes,
letter, he's
yes.
been addressed to certify the...
To certify.
Yes, the photograph.
Would you read the content? And I told you to get hold of that letter. We'll dwell on it. Yeah.
This office...
Shika barua.
Yes?
Yeah, shika barua tusome.
Do you recognize?
Yes, just read it.
This office is investigating a case of being a member of an organized criminal group contrary to section 7B.
It's okay, then read the next one. Where we request.
We request for certification of 9 photographs taken at the scene during the recovery of the paraphernalia.
Who is this requesting? Who is requesting?
Mr. Langat,
Mr. Langat. Who is being requested?
the CSI, the in charge CSI.
The CSI. In normal operations, when the scene of crime has properly been documented, does this take place?
No, it doesn't.
Yes. So it is then therefore not true that the scene of crime, Mr. Kamore ever visited that place. You are therefore lying.
Mr. Kamore was at the scene.
No.
I'm saying what I know.
What you saw. Okay, let's proceed. Then, what did he say? The photographs? Get hold of that letter. I know it's not very pleasant to you.
No, it is. There is no problem with it. The photographs were taken by use of mobile phone.
The photographs were taken by use of mobile phone?
Techno Camon.
Yes.
16S.
And the serial number, correct?
Yes.
Is that the camera that Mr. Kamore brought to the scene?
No, it's not.
Were you not then flying?
I am not lying. Mr. Kamore was at the scene. He had a photograph. He had a big bag. Whatever followed from there, I can't explain it. I can only explain what I saw, what I perceived, and what I witnessed at the scene.
If I put it to you that in the entire bag, the only thing that was in that bag was the mobile phone Techno, what would you say? Yes?
I don't know about that.
What would you say?
I wouldn't be certain about that.
Let's proceed. Get hold of the next document. Are you able to see the Mr. Kamore's report?
Yes.
When is it dated?
It's dated 16.
Yes?
16th of May 2020.
What is its reference number?
It's DCI /NKU /CSI /35.
Yes. What is it captured? The reference?
The reference reads certificate as to photographic twins.
Yes.
Stroke enlargement.
Then proceed to read what Mr. Kamore is saying.
I, Simon Kamore, of CSI Nakuru, being an officer appointed by the DPP under Gazette Notice Number.
That's okay.
Yes.
Read.
Hereby certified as follows.
Yes.
Number one, on the 16th day of May 2023.
On the 16th day of May 2023
at 09:00
at 09.
00 a.m.
Stop there. At that particular time, on the 16th, were you still at the scene of crime or you had exited the scene of crime?
We had exited. Okay.
Yes?
We had exited.
Great. Yes, proceed.
I received a.
I
a
received.
phone oblique
Just
memory card.
hold on.
Yes.
You're a diploma holder.
Yes.
I want you to inform us whether you understand the meaning of the word received. If you do not, I'll aid you with giving you the Oxford Dictionary definition as to what that exactly means. Yes? I want you to have a look at. Do you understand what it means? But I also want to aid you by looking at what the Oxford Dictionary means.
To take into one's possession.
Just read it as it is.
You see, functions as a transitive verb that.
Sorry? Functions as
A transitive verb
transiting verb, yes,
that requires an object
that requires an object. In this case, what is the object?
and means.
In this case, what is the object?
the photo.
The
The memory card. So,
yes. So he's receiving what?
an object.
An object.
Yes.
In our context, is what now it is receiving?
You know?
In our context, what is he receiving?
It's
He received what?
A phone
Yes, a phone.
of the memory card
Yes.
paired to a mobile phone serial number that Techno Camon 16.
Can you receive what you have?
No, you can't.
Yes.
You can't.
There must be a third party or a second party who is conveying you that instrument or that information, correct?
Yes.
In this case, where is Kamore receiving this memory card and the phone from?
In the letter it says, I have received a phone and memory card paired to that Techno 16.
Refer to the letter that we just read,
Yes.
the first letter. Is that what is now confirming to have received?
Yes.
You know you must connect them.
Yes.
You must connect Wesley's letter to Kamore's letter, correct?
Yes.
Is it that what is now confirming to has received?
Yes, it's the
Would he have received if he was at the scene?
No.
I therefore put it to you that Mr. Kamore did not visit that scene, and that all what he did it from the comfort of his houses.
I repeat again.
No.
I'm under oath.
Yes, and not just an oath, also a Muslim who has sworn and read the Quran to speak the truth.
Yes, Mr.
Speak to your consciousness, Mr. Witness. Speak the truth. Say that he never visited the scene and that you are here to concoct lies
No, I'm not. Completely not.
Why was he receiving if he was at all at the station, at the scene? Why was he receiving his camera, his information if he was at the scene?
Even if I try to explain.
No, why was he
it
receiving?
will only be a
Answer me. Why was he receiving if at all he was at the scene?
Mr. Kamole and Mr. Langat should explain that.
No, it's you explaining. I'll ask them the questions. Why was Mr. Kamore receiving this information if at all he ever visited the scene?
I can't tell why.
You cannot tell. Now, let's go to the covering report that you spoke about.
Yes.
Grab it.
Okay.
The covering report. When was the covering report generated? Are you able to tell?
Doesn't have a date.
Yes?
It doesn't have a date.
Doesn't have a date. Correct? But it was it, does a covering report appear before the investigations, during the investigations, or before even the raid?
Yes.
Give us a sequence that can ordinarily
Yes.
lead to the generation of a covering report in a criminal case.
What
happened first?
What happened after you included all the...
In this case, for example,
Yes.
would a covering report have been generated before the raid?
No, it's after.
It's after. Thank you. Number two,
Yes.
will I be right to say that the covering report informs the next course of action?
The covering report?
The covering report informs, in the criminal processes, inform the next course of action, correct?
Yes.
That is to say, to charge or not to charge, correct?
Yes.
And therefore, will I also be correct to say that the covering report presents the analysis of the evidence as captioned by the investigating officer?
Presents the?
The analysis of the evidence,
Yes, it does.
right?
Yes.
And will I therefore be able to be right, or rather will I be right if I therefore say that a charge can only be generated pursuant to this report? Will I be right?
That a judge?
Will I be right to say that in the absence of a covering report, the IO cannot advise the DPP or inform the DPP on the next course of action, correct?
Yes.
Finally, will I also be right to say that upon visiting the scene, in the absence of a report, the IO is not able to tell which offense to charge for, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Now have a look at the investigation diary. Yes? You got it?
Just a moment. Yes, I'm here.
You got it? We have the first entry and the second entry. Can you see OB?
Yes.
OB marked as 02/13/05/2023?
Yes, I
What hour is it?
It says 0028 hours.
Yes. What are the details?
Prisoners in.
The number is OB02/13/05/2023 at 0028 hours. Yes?
Yes.
What does it relate to?
It says prisoners in.
Yes?
It says now Chief Inspector Onduru, PC Kid Boy, PC Omar, PC Morelli, and PC Driver Abdi do book in 3 male prisoners, namely Daniel,
Yes, Daniel?
yes, and then there's Peter,
Mubanjeroge? Yes?
there's Peter Njega,
Yes?
Simon Mugai,
Yes?
to be charged with the offense of organized crime.
Yes?
Now placed in cells by PC Harrison.
Which date is it?
That's date 2.
That is date 2. That is on the 13th, correct?
Sorry, Yeah? Yes, 13.
Yes? When had you visited the scene?
We visited the scene on 12.
On 12.
Yes.
So this entry of the investigation diary is coming within the investigation period, correct?
Yes.
Before even the generation of the covering report, correct?
Yes.
And therefore, even before that, these guys have already been condemned that they are members of the Mongeki, correct? Correct or not correct? From the OB.
They are to be charged with the offense.
They are to be charged
Yes.
with the offense.
Yes.
Are you aware that they have now been charged with the same offense?
Yes, they have.
Yes?
Yes.
So it was a predetermined process, correct?
Depends on the use of English.
Look at entry number 2.
Yes.
That is OB 13/05/23
Yes.
at 13:40 hours.
Yes.
Again, what is happening?
Prisoners in.
Yes? Who are these prisoners?
Say 2 prisoners namely.
Yes?
John Kariko
John Kariko. Where is John Kariko? John. Yes, and the next one?
and Daudi Mwangi.
Daudi Mwangi. Those are the prisoners, correct?
Yes.
What are they to be charged with?
To be charged for the offense of being members of organized criminal gang.
Which organized criminal gang is that?
It's not written.
No, now, which criminal gang is that now that you now face that offense?
According to the church sheet.
No, the charge sheet, yes.
The church sheet reads. I don't have a copy of the church sheet.
Mr. Witness, are you telling me that you came here without knowing?
It's only in the church sheet. It says being members of organized criminal group.
Yes?
Or to wit Mungiki.
Yes. So even as early as 13th of 13, on May 2023, a decision had been made for them to be charged with being members of Mongeki, correct?
No, it happened.
No. Just read.
It's
Can,
only what
can the OB record anything that has not transpired?
No, it happened.
So it reflects the facts of the case, correct or not correct?
As you had asked,
Correct or not
depends on
correct,
the use-
Mr. Witness?
It depends on
Yes?
the use of English. or an English.
Excuse me, sir. Please
Yes.
don't be clever.
I'm not being clever.
Don't try to teach us what you're supposed to know.
Yes. What is written here? It says to be charged with.
To be charged.
Yes.
Are you aware that now they have now been charged with that same offense?
Yes, they are there.
So does that OB entry then speak the truthfulness of the case as it is?
Speaking what?
Does it reflect the truthfulness of the case as it is? Yani vile kulisemekana kumetendeka inadhibitisha hayo?
Yes.
Asante. Last entry. Wacha kazi mingi, angalia investigation diary. Are you there?
Yes. Which entry?
Yes, the last entry.
Yes.
Yes?
17.
Yes?
Yes.
Entry number?
Will be 17 of 13 May 2023.
Yes. Again, what is happening?
Prisoners booked.
Yes, who is being booked? Jaji unasimama?
Julius Ndumo.
Yes.
Kamau. And Samuel Kangede Gigi.
Samuel Kangede?
Gigi.
Yes. What are they being charged of? Why are they being booked in the entry?
To be charged for the offense of being members of organized criminal gang.
Do you know why they are here?
They've been charged before.
With which offense?
They said being members.
The next entry. Sit down.
OB number?
No, that's enough. That's OB is enough. So does it surprise you, Mr. Witness, that decisions even prior to that, even before the conclusion of evidence gathering, a decision had already been made?
I wouldn't.
You will not be surprised.
I wouldn't say that.
You know, I've asked you.
Investigations.
No, excuse me, Mr. Witness.
Yes.
It's either you are surprised or not surprised. That's the answer that I want. Would you be surprised, therefore, that even during the gathering of evidence, a decision had been made and that the police were properly briefed as to the purpose of the raid? Would it surprise you that what was captured by the OBs as at the end of the day resulted to them being charged that offense? Would it surprise you? Yes or no? I just need a yes or a no answer. I do not need explanations. I just need a yes or a no answer. Would it therefore surprise you? You will not receive any solace or any immunization from the court. It's me and you. Would it surprise you? Yes or no?
I don't see it.
Would it surprise you, Mr. Witness? Yes or no?
It's written that they are
Would it surprise
It's
you,
not a
Mr.
surprise.
Witness?
It
Would
happens.
it, would it surprise you?
You get
I just,
booked.
excuse me,
You
Mr.
get
Witness,
booked and then you
excuse
get
me,
charged later.
excuse me.
Yes.
I am asking a very simple question.
Yes, sir.
I have read you through the process of the evidence.
Yes.
We have all agreed that what was captured by the OB has ended up with a charge and the accused are before this court, correct?
Yes.
So my question is, the decision, the entries were done on various dates on the 13th, correct?
Yes.
The decision to charge was done on the 20th
Yes.
of May, correct?
Yes.
About 7 days later, correct?
The,
7 days later from the date of the entry of the OBs, correct?
what was done later? 7 days.
The charging,
Yes, yes.
right?
Yes, it was.
But they were charged with the same offense as captured by the OB, correct?
Yes.
I'm therefore asking you a very simple question. Does it therefore surprise you?
It does-
Thank you. You have answered that question. Doesn't surprise you. That's satisfactory. It was obvious it was supposed to happen. Grab your report, covering report.
Yes.
I'm specifically interested with the scene of crime again. You said that you read from the scene of crime, sorry, from the covering report that Mr. Kamore visited the scene, correct?
Not specifically.
No, that's what you have said.
Yes.
Is that what you have not said?
I remember it was
Yes,
there.
then show us from the covering report that incidents and support the covering report with the investigation diary entry. Only two issues.
The first one is
The first one, identified for us in the covering report where Mr. Misoi speaks about the scene of crime being visited by Mr. Kamore. Number two, where that entry was done before he left the station to the scene of crime. It's not included. Thank you. I'm just about to be done. And by the way, have a look at the charge sheet once more. And the first count, the holding count. Yes? Would you read the first count? I don't read the parties, just I'm interested with on diverse dates.
the particular of offense.
Yes.
On diverse dates, on diverse dates between 12 May.
No, you're not reading the charge that I want you to read. Mine reads,
You're saying?
on diverse dates between 11th May 2023 and 18th May 2023 in Nakuru sub-county within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court. The charge sheet, the first charge, the first count.
Yes.
Yes?
Or the amended, yes.
Yes? What does it say?
Yes, on diverse dates between 11 May and 18th May 2020.
Thank you. I want you to have a look at the accused persons.
Yes.
When was the first accused person arrested? When was he arrested?
I don't know.
Yes?
I don't know.
Was he arrested during that suit?
No, he wasn't.
Was he present?
He wasn't.
Did you see him?
No, he wasn't.
Thank you. You visit. Yes, the next one. The rest can stand. Among the standing accused persons
Yes.
who were arrested at Wanyaroro.
I believe the first.
Not believe. You saw. Why you not there?
Yes, that's all.
Yes, please
It's
identify
just-
for us.
It's just the use of English.
Yes?
It's just my use of English. It's just a word in my mouth.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Ask
mean-
to
doesn't mean a
be
lot.
something different.
Doesn't mean a lot. The first gentleman in a blue denim.
Yes?
The second gentleman in a hood. in a black coat. The mzee behind them. The tall gentleman with the greenish shirt.
Yes.
The other one, the
You
one.
can identify them by their, you know, it's either Kist 1, Kist 2, or Kist 3. Identify them in that manner.
Okay, Kist 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And
Yes.
And the eighth one who is leaning on the.
Who is the eighth one?
The one with the grey shirt.
Who is the eighth accused? The grey shirt, this gentleman.
Yes.
You were all arrested at Wanyaroro.
Yes.
What time were they arrested?
It was around 4, 5.
Which date?
The morning of 12.
Which date?
12.
Which date?
12th of May 2020.
Did you witness the arrest?
Yes, I was there.
Upon the arrest, what happened to them?
We escorted them to the DCI offices.
You escorted them to?
The DCI offices in Nakuru.
Yes. Is that what is captured by the entry number 1 in the investigation diary? Being OB 012-05-2023. Does that reflect the position as to what transpired on that day?
The 05.
Yes. The first entry, 05.
States recovery of firearms.
Yes.
Of the narcotic drugs of the arrest of suspects.
And these are suspects that were arrested on that day, you confirm?
Yes.
Were they booked in a police station?
They were booked with the OBs that you are reading.
You have the OB where they were booked?
The ones that you are
You
reading.
have the OB where they were booked?
I don't have.
But you confirm they were in a police station, correct?
Yes.
Right? When were they granted bail or bond at the police station?
My duty after I escorted.
No, are you aware or you're not aware?
I'm not around.
I put it to you that are you aware that an application, a miscellaneous application was brought before this court? Are you aware?
I never followed through with it.
I'll then therefore make you aware.
Yes.
I will inform you. I'm very generous with information. That is a miscellaneous application that was filed before this court, correct?
Yes.
Would you identify the parties, the case number and the parties?
This one is application number.
Yes, the case number.
It says miscellaneous number E346.
E?
E346 of 2020.
Who is the applicant?
The applicant is Eliud Misoi.
Misoi. Is Misoi the IO in this case?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Who are the respondents?
The respondents are Daudi Mwandi.
Are the respondents that one that are now before this court?
Yes.
Yes? What was he seeking?
He was seeking. I pray that the Honorable Court to issue me with an order for the respondent
Yes?
to be detained at Bahati Police Station.
To be detained at Bahati Police?
Station
Yes?
for 7 days.
For 7 days. Are you aware whether or not the orders were granted?
I'm not aware.
Perius? Have you seen something written as orders?
Yes, I have.
Would you kindly read them out?
Whereas it has been put to me on oath,
No, the last one.
now therefore I authorize number that Eliud Misoi, a police
Who is being authorized by the court? The applicant, correct?
Yes.
Yes, to do what?
Police officer attached to DCI Lord order to detain the suspects, namely,
To detain the suspects, correct?
yes, for 7 days to enable.
When is the date of the application?
Yes. The date is on.
Is it not on the 15th of May? Yes?
This is the date of the application. Doesn't have a date.
It has a date. The date is that of 15th of May.
15 years.
Yes. So when were the 7 days lapsing? And by the way, why was it done on 7? They were arrested on 12, correct?
Yes.
The application is brought before court on 15th. Would you explain what happened why the application was not brought on the 13th and the 14th?
It was a weekend.
It was a weekend. That's why the application is coming up on Monday, correct?
Yes.
The 15th, yes?
Yes.
When were the 7 days to lapse?
7 days. The next Monday.
No, when? Which date? We are interested in the date. 15 plus 7.
It should be
22, correct? So between the 13th, between the 12th to the 18th, where were the accused persons?
22.
Between the 12th
Yes.
and the 18th, where were the accused persons?
Custody.
They were in custody. Yes? Read the first charge.
The first charge.
Yes, the first count.
Being members of the organized criminal.
Yes, but I'm interested in the last part about the date, the diverse dates.
On diverse dates between 11th and 18th May 2022.
They did what? They committed the offenses, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
But I and you have agreed that we're in police custody, correct?
Yes.
Does that make sense to you? Person?
Doesn't.
Did they commit that offense while they were still in police custody?
No.
Yes?
No, they didn't.
Let's assume that they did. Yes?
Yes.
Does that mean that the police were accomplices?
If they did well in custody, they should.
Thank you. Did you see the recovery of the so-called paraphernalians?
Did I see?
Did you see the recovery of the so-called paraphernalians?
I only saw them.
You,
I didn't see them being recovered.
yes. For example, we have some. What did you see? You saw. You saw this gourd.
Yes, there was a pickup.
Where was it recovered from?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. By the time I
No. Was it recovered at Wanjiri? Remember, we have two scenes of crimes here. We have one at Wanyororo and the other one at Njoro, right?
Yes.
Did you go to Njoro yourself?
No, I didn't.
So this was recovered at which place?
I only conducted.
But you saw it. Did you see this one? Did you see this gadget? Did you see this gadget at Wanyororo? Did you see this gourd, so-called gourd, or so-called calabash?
There was a number of.
Did you see it or you never saw it?
I can't.
Did you see it or never saw it?
I saw paraphernalia.
I'm asking, did you see
Exactly
this?
what
Did
it
you see
was.
this calabash?
Yes, I believe I saw it.
Not believe. Did you see it or you never saw it? I want us very
I saw
certain
it.
you saw it. From whom among the accused persons was it recovered from? Who was in possession of this gourd?
As I said, when I entered the
Who was in possession? You know or you don't know?
I don't know.
What was it supposed to be used for?
I don't know. Ritual,
Not know
I
it.
don't know.
I believe you're an African, correct?
Yes, I am.
And I believe that you know gourds and calabashes, correct?
Yes, I
Where
am.
do they come from?
They are grown.
They are grown.
Yes.
And what is the character of a gourd? Is it something that is fragile or not fragile?
Yes, okay.
Fragile, correct? What that means, if I was to drop it down here, it would break down, it would break into pieces. Correct? Have a look at this. What is that purported calabash made of?
It's leather.
It's leather.
Yes.
Just drop it down, pop, we see.
It won't,
You can even hit it against the wall.
it won't break
Why?
because it's leather.
It's leather. Are calabashes made of leather?
No, they're not.
Thank you. are just about to be done. You indicated that you stayed at the gate for about 10 minutes before the gate were opened.
Approximately.
Yes? And you are convinced that you are going to get guns and drugs in that compound as briefed by Mr. Wesley, correct? The brief of Mr. Wesley was to go and recover these things. Drugs.
We'll find out.
No, it's okay. That's the mission, correct? Yes?
Find out. To find out.
To find out, correct? And therefore you are suspicious that there might be guns, drugs, narcotic and psychotropic substances, correct? Yeah, you are suspicious, correct or not correct? The group was suspicious.
We would have found anything.
Perfect. Anything that is connected with the crime, correct? Right? And therefore, to a police officer who is diligent enough, every minute counts in a crime scene, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To the extent that if 10 minutes were to lapse, evidence of what you are looking for could actually have also lapsed or be hidden or something,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And these are the guys who had guns in their offices, in the houses, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
I now want to address your consciousness and your ability to reason, if you can.
Yes.
Would a diligent person who knows that I have illegal guns and drugs in a house and the police are here just have been seated there waiting for them to come?
No. They were asleep.
Yes?
They were all asleep.
They were all asleep. So they never knew what was even happening. Even the watchman, did the watchman stay at the gate waiting to open, or where did he go to? Are you able to tell?
They were engaged in a...
So he never went anywhere, correct?
Yes.
But whether the gate was opened or not, the police were still to gain entry anyway. Correct?
Sure.
And therefore it was incumbent for this person kwenda kujisaidia asipatikane na hizi vitu. Kweli ama si kweli? Did he do that?
He did.
Did he comply to open the house?
I don't...
Did he comply or he was compelled?
The gate.
Yeah, no, the gate. Did he open it voluntarily or he was compelled?
After the conversation he opened.
He opened. Did he voluntarily open the house?
Yes.
Is that were the gadgets recovered in the house, purportedly?
Purportedly, yes.
Yes? But he voluntarily opened it, correct?
Yes.
Is that conduct consistent with guilt?
I can't tell.
Yes?
I can't tell.
That question has failed the man.
Yes, I can do
Yes,
first.
soliciting for an opinion.
I will avoid it, and I'm well guided. Finally, Mr. Witness, there's something I forgot to ask you about in the photos. Have a look at the certificate by Wesley to Mr. Kamore. And that will be my final question. Have a look at it.
The letter to?
The Kamore letter.
Yes.
Just read the first paragraph.
On the 16th day of May, 2023,
Yes. I received, from where we say I received.
I received a phone of the memory card paired to a phone. Serial number that.
Yes.
No, comment 16.
Proceed.
And the cover of a letter, reference number.
Yes.
Where is the reference to?
No, just proceed.
Purporting to be
I am interested with the word purported.
Yes.
Purported to?
Purporting to be sent by Mr. Langat.
Purporting to be sent by?
Mr. Langat.
Do you understand English?
As much as I know, yes.
Do you understand the meaning of the word purported?
Purport, yes.
What does it mean?
Almost similar with assume.
Yes?
Almost similar with the word assume.
Do you want me to aid you in the interpretation of that word? And you tell us what you understand? Again, that is Oxford Dictionary.
Yes.
What does it mean?
Appearing or stated to be true.
Appearing or stated to be?
True.
What is he saying is purported in that letter?
The phone to be sent by Mr. Lanat.
If the word purported means appearing to be true, is Mr. Kamore certain of what he's saying in that statement? And that is pure English?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Did he use the word purported deliberately or by default?
Your Honor, I object to that line of questioning. That's a document by another witness. He is the best person to answer those questions.
I'll not waste time with that objection. I'll move on. Have a look at those photos.
Yes.
How many photos were taken at the scene?
It says 6.
6.
9.
9. How many photos do you have there? In that bundle, the bigger one. Yes? And as you look at it, when you went there, did you see a slaughtered goat? Or anything that resembles from or remains of a slaughtered goat at the compound?
From my position.
Did you, yeah,
I did
when
not.
you went, you never saw, thank you. How many photos do you have?
That's 9.
39. Confirm that all those 49 photos are depicting various pictorial scenarios of that crime, correct?
Yes.
Where did the rest come from? Yeah?
I don't know. The IO can explain why he got them.
Alright. But you confirm you witnessed the ones that were taken were 6.
No, the letter says 9.
The letter says 9
Yes.
from Wesley,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
But now look at that photo, and there's a photo with a sufuria.
Yes.
Yes? You can have a look at it and please show it to us. It's photo number what? Kindly confirm, identify the photo.
Photo number 32.
Photo number 32. Yes?
Yes.
Was the photo number 32? Of course you can't tell. What was, did you see that sufuria?
Yes, there was soup inside.
Yes?
There was soup inside.
There was soup,
Soup and some meat.
meat.
Yes.
How did you confirm that that was soup? Are you a government
It was
analyst?
left, it had been left out
How did you confirm it was soup?
by the smell of goat soup.
Alright.
Definitely, yes.
Was that soup collected for sampling? If you're aware,
I'm not aware.
was it taken for any analysis?
I'm not aware of that.
Yes?
I'm not aware of it.
And how does the soup connect to being a member of Mongeke?
Soup doesn't cook.
Yes? Is it an offense for us to be cooking
No, it's not.
soup in our houses?
It isn't.
Yes?
It isn't.
So what is the relevance of that photo in this case?
The IO can.
What is the relevance? It's you.
The IO and
In
the
terms of
PSI.
proving the crimes being alleged, what is the relevance of that photo?
The person who took the photo.
No,
And
it's
the-
you. You are proving, you are assisting the state to
Yeah.
nail these individuals. What is the relevance of soup, sufurias, knives in this case?
In the photos that are here, there are those that I will use, there are those that I will use.
What is the relevance? I'm asking the relevance.
The
Do you know or you don't know the relevance?
sufuria one.
Yes, and the soup.
I don't know.
You do not know. And by the way, you have had an opportunity to look at the exhibit before this court, correct?
Yes.
Can you see any sufuria before this court?
None that I can see.
Any soup?
No.
Finally, tell us what happened to the motor vehicles. Did you see any motor vehicle in that particular compound?
There were two motor vehicles.
Yes, identify them by their registration.
Unless I...
Yeah, you'll be aided. The prosecutor is here. He'll assist you.
One was a Toyota AE90,
Yes.
KAK
Yes.
628.
Yes. Where were these vehicles? Were they not just innocently parked in their parking? Yes.
Yes.
Who drove them?
Who drove them?
Who drove these vehicles? And what is the make?
As I said, that one is a Toyota AE90.
Yes, and the other one?
The other one is it was a Lexus.
Yes.
Lexus.
Lexus 555S.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do you know how they found themselves in that compound?
No.
Do you know how long they were parked in that compound?
No.
Yeah? Do you know the owner? Did you find out about the owner?
No, I didn't.
And my final question. If you look at the charge sheet, you realize that the accused persons,
Yes.
and especially count 1, count 2, count 3, count 4, and count 5,
Count?
all the way to all these counts, count 13, they are all being charged with the offense, one of inviting, attending meetings, addressing meetings, right?
Yes.
Did you see any witness being interrogated on that particular day saying that I was addressed by Mr. Njega? Did you not?
I did not interact with them.
Okay, did you see any person saying I was invited here by Mr. Njega?
No, I haven't seen.
Yes? Did you see any person saying that I attended the meeting called by Mr. Njega? And the rest?
No.
Yes? Did you see any person saying I actually attended and I was addressed by Mr. Njega?
Personally, I didn't interact with them.
No further questions, Your Honor. I call upon.
Perhaps, Your Honor, you may indulge me. There is something I have forgotten. It's just one little question about the movement of motor vehicles. You are aware that those two motor vehicles were moved from where they were parked.
Yes.
You were present when they were being moved.
Yes, I was.
You were driven or towed
They were driven.
by whom?
I can't recall.
But you can confirm they were driven by police officers.
Yes.
That's all. And thank you. Madam Witness, are you aware if there was any other impound those vehicles?
No.
You don't know? Or you know that there was no order?
On that day, my purpose was to reinforce the team that had been given that task off. That was my whole purpose.
Now tell us, a little bit English.
Yes.
What is theft to you?
Theft. Any movement or transportation of anything that is capable of being stolen.
That is, what is
Any movement, any unlawful movement or transportation of anything that is capable of being stolen.
And are motor vehicles capable of being stolen?
Yes, they are.
And there justification for these vehicles to be removed?
Is there any justification?
For these vehicles to be moved from wherever you are?
Yes, there was.
What was justification?
They needed to be investigated and do further investigation.
Do you know if that was done?
I don't know.
Tell us, in your understanding, what is a calabash? Can you describe what a calabash is?
I'd say it's either a container that's used to preserve or hold liquid, maybe water, and it's something that is grown.
Is it closed? Is it open?
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
it is what?
It's
Is it
called.
closed?
It's grown. It's grown.
Is it closed?
Clothed. There are some that are closed, some are open.
Calabash.
Calabash, it's herb. It's in herb actually. It's open.
It's open.
Yes.
So what you show to quote today as a calabash is not.
And I agree to that. It could be I used the wrong name for the item.
What was your role in this whole operation?
What was my
Your role.
role? It was my role again was to support the team that had been tasked. The DCI Nakuru North team is the one that had been tasked with the investigation, but they needed support. And when I got to the operation, my role was to condone. And thereafter we escorted the suspects and the vehicles. We left them here. We went back to DCI Nakuru West. We never followed up with the case again.
You have looked at the charge sheet, I believe.
Yes, I have.
Can you comment on any of those charges?
Can I comment?
Yes. What is your comment on the charges?
I don't have any comment about it.
Pardon?
I don't have any comment about it.
You support him?
Yes?
You support him?
Yes, I do.
Why do you support him?
Because the investigations have been done and it has led to coming to court.
Were you present in any of the recoveries?
No.
You are not present in every recovery.
Yes.
So you cannot comment and you don't know how the recovery was done. Wewe yako ni umeenda pale kama askari
Yes.
ya kusimama
Yes.
na kuamrishwa operation imekwisha twende.
Yes.
So your use there was just added to the numbers.
Reinforce. Added to the number it would have slept on the scene. It was to reinforce.
To reinforce.
Yes.
Pale patikana watu wangapi?
Watu wanane.
Do you know how long they had been there?
Personally, I can tell.
Lakini ulithibitisha kwamba walikuwa wanakula.
Hapo wanakula, they were asleep.
At the time, but if they had been there for some time, walikuwa wanakula. Walikuwa wamekaa hapo nje.
Yes.
So their being a sufuria and soup was completely justified. Because ungekuwa lazima wakule.
Yes.
Nimeona so other than kwenda pale na kusimama kupewa orders, hakuna kitu wewe ulifanyika.
Hakuna kitu zaidi nimefanya.
Hakuna mtu ulikuwa mshika.
Hakuna.
Kati ya hao watu wote wamekaa hapo.
Yes.
Do you know where and how each and every one of them was arrested?
I don't.
If you don't. And what date were they arrested?
It was on the 12th of May.
12th of May.
Yes.
And on between what dates were the offenses committed?
Yes.
Can you tell? Look at the charge sheet, you have it.
Yes.
Between what dates were the offenses committed?
The charge sheet it says 11 to 18.
11 to 18. You were arrested on 11, you say?
They were arrested on 12.
On 12.
Yes.
Look at the first page of the charge sheet.
Yes.
What date does it say you were arrested?
It says 12 05 2023 to 18.
So on that, from that day of the 12th, the day they were arrested,
Yes.
to the 18th,
Yes.
they were in police custody.
Yes.
If you show this code anywhere in that charge sheet where an offense was committed before the 12th, which offense was committed before the 12th?
They are being charged with being members of another criminal group.
Pardon?
They are being charged for being members of another
No. Any offense
Yes.
before the 12th May.
Before the 12.
Yeah, before the 12th.
Yes.
Look at the charge sheet, they're all of it.
Yes.
Is there any offense that was committed before the 12th May?
They all say 11th of May. 11th of May.
Which charge? Tell the court.
Yes?
Which charge
Yes.
were they charged before the 12th of May? Count 1, count 2, count 3. What count were they charged before the 12th of May?
You can see counts number count 3, it says of 11. Count 4, it says of 11.
Count 3, just a minute. Count.
Count 3,
Count 3, yes, count 3.
it says on 11th May 2023 at Nairobi area. In
Count 3,
account,
count 3.
yes?
Count 3.
Yes.
Who is being charged?
It's nine people.
Mhm.
It's says on 11th May 2023, the Nairobi area in Nakuru North Sub-County, within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court, attended a meeting whose purpose was for encouraging support of an organized criminal group, to wit, Njega.
Let's read constitute together.
Come through, right?
Yes.
On 11th May 2023, at Nairobi area in Nakuru North Sub-County, within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court, attended a meeting whose purpose was for encouraging support of an organized criminal group to which Njega and furthering its activities.
Now we know that at any venue of a meeting, there must be disorder. That is true?
Yes.
Was there any signs of disorder to see?
None that we established.
There was none that was established. And that means that there was no evidence of any meeting having taken place. That is true.
The evidence was in the large numbers of
Like number of
the utensils and casualties
utensils.
and the notes again.
Hmm?
The big sufuria outside the stuff.
What?
As I'm saying, the large number of the sufuria that have been used would not only have fed 8 people.
Oh. So you have that here, yeah?
It's documented in photographs.
It would not be carried like these other things, the sort of so-called anaria.
That was the description of the island.
That was the description. So, other than the big sufuria and the soups, there were notes.
The notes, yes.
What were those notes contained?
They had a list of number of names and some notes that indicated there was a meeting the previous day.
Do you have those notes? You can't find it. Let's go on. In your statement, did you mention about utensils?
No, I didn't.
You did. The notes were contained in a notebook or on some papers or on pamphlet or what?
Some were on notebooks, some were on some papers.
Was it typed or handwritten?
Handwritten.
Handwritten.
Yes.
Do you know who made those notes? Where were those notes recovered?
I wasn't there when they were recovered.
I think that's enough for me.
Mr. Atman,
Yes.
kindly tell this court that the statement you wrote emanated from you and indeed you signed it.
Yes, I did.
Also tell this court that when you wrote the statement, you wrote it with an open mind with no intention to incriminate our clients. In your statement, that must be paragraph 4. You did say, also your testimony, that when you arrived at the scene, the uniformed police officers went to the gate, they knocked, requested permission for entry. The gateman was hesitant. During this spell, where were you?
We were still seated in our cars. Only the advance party had alighted.
Was the conversation loud enough for you to hear while in the vehicle?
No, we wouldn't have done.
But how do you conclude that the gateman was hesitant? Is that a fair judgment to you?
Once in a while, we would interact with our colleagues while we were waiting for a longer period, and that is what they would come and tell us he's being hesitant to open.
Yeah. In your statement, you did say it was a raid.
Yes.
It being a raid, do you expect that what was happening at the gate was more or less a romantic conversation to prompt him to open instantly?
There are many ways of approaching any scene. And the first action or reaction we judge if force is necessary to be used on the man. So if he opens or voluntarily, there's no reason to use force.
So it's your take that whatever you wrote in your statement,
Yes.
it was honest and open,
Yes, it was.
minded.
Yes.
You also said that some of the recoveries in the scene
Yes.
included the narcotic drugs, written materials, and other paraphernalia.
Yes.
What is in this report that included part of the paraphernalia? What can you identify as part of the objects? Probably can help you giving the guard, the calabash.
There is
Material.
yeah.
Kindly give in, please. So that is part of the paraphernalia.
Yes.
So, Mr. Asumani,
Yes.
in all honesty,
Yes.
do you know the meaning of the word paraphernalia?
Including many things that are of different types.
Mr. Athumani, I put it to you,
Yes.
yeah, or even before that,
Yes.
yeah, lift that calabash.
Yes.
Is it probably possibly a medical charm, something used in witchcraft?
I can't tell.
You can't tell,
Yes.
but you clearly in your statement used the word paraphernalia.
Yes.
I put it to you that the word paraphernalia
Yes.
is used in a negative sense. It has a negative connotation, a connotation that is attached to magical spells.
Yes.
So you are hell-bound in painting our clients black, while at the same time painting the police white. They diligently went and knocked the door, waiting to be. Is that your intention, to paint our clients as criminals?
My intention.
Was it by design that you chose the word paraphernalia? Why didn't you mention object by object? Isn't that a walking stick? Was it hard for you to say walking stick, calabash? Why use the word paraphernalia, a big word, possibly you don't understand?
All these items that were recovered were documented in it's called inventory, sorry. all these ones were recorded in an inventory, and I believe they are mentioned in the one by one.
Mr. Athumani,
Yes.
also in your statement, you said out of the intelligence report that you gathered or briefed to you, that a large group of persons, unknown people, had been spotted gathering in one of the homesteads whose mission was unknown.
Yes.
As a police officer, are you trained to know possibly what people are thinking, what they are planning? Are you trained to act as a prophet, as a police officer, to know what they were planning, what they were doing in the homestead?
No, I'm not trained, and that is why we go for fact-finding mission.
So what do you mean when you say whose mission was unknown? How do you have known what they are thinking or meeting there to do?
Any large congregation or meeting gathering is notified to the local authorities, and they are the people who information began from the village. That is where it emanated. So if it had been given a go-ahead by maybe the local administration or anybody, nobody would have reported the matter to Mr. Langat or wherever he got the intelligence.
Mr. Athumani, let me help you. Yeah?
Yes.
You also say in your statement
Yes.
that that the gathering had not been certified by either local leaders or anybody authorized to do so. So it left a lot of lingering questions.
Yes.
Are you versed with our constitution that it provides for the right of assembly? Are you aware of that?
Yes.
The right of association?
Yes.
You did say how many were they? 80 number or
8.
thereabout?
Yes.
So which permission? This is a constitutional right. They need not have. What do you mean by that?
In normal circumstances, even in matangas, in weddings or in the local authority, either the area chief is notified through Wazee, the OCS is notified, nobody was notified about that meeting. And that is why the Wazee wa mtaa, the local administrators, escalated the matter to the police.
Also, I did hear you use this language that once you arrived there at the scene,
Yes.
you positioned yourselves as each of the officers stood strategically.
Yes.
Do you programs think, was it a success? Was the raid a success? Did you achieve your aims?
Yes.
What you intended?
Not what we intended. After we found what we found, we achieved.
Mr. Athumani, I put it to you that that was a botched raid whose intent was to criminalize our clients and not what you're saying. You agree with that?
I don't know. It's your opinion.
Mr. Athumani, when did you write your statement? Or how many days after the raid did you write the statement?
I can recall from the statement itself.
Okay, check the dates. Possibly 1 day, 2 days
Yes.
after the raid.
recorded it on the 17th.
That's how many days?
Friday.
Roughly 5 days after the raid. So some of the recoveries from the scene included the narcotic drugs. How, by the 17th you're writing that,
Yes.
that is 5 days.
Yes.
When you're writing there, narcotic drugs, did you snuff? How did you conclude it's narcotic? At this time, did you take them for some lab testing?
They were later taken to the lab.
But that is 17th. You have made conclusions. These are narcotic.
I have not made conclusions. Suspicion that it is narcotic drugs.
So, in other words, those are just mere baseless suspicion, which probably might never materialize depending on the outcome of the report.
But the good thing in this scenario, they were certified that they were narcotics.
So you are preemptive. You are preemptive.
Yes.
It was just a moving target.
No.
You knew the outcome.
Yeah, the bang, of course, has a very unique smell. It's something that anybody can tell. But we can never bring that knowledge to court without a written document by the government chemist. And that is why the investigating officer did all that, and the report is here.
Mr. Athumani,
Yes.
I put it to you
Yes.
that this was a well-orchestrated plan, that indeed even what you are putting before this court as narcotic drugs, you deliberately planted them there, and now you are painting a picture of a police force that is so harmless and performing. Is that the case?
Again, I've said that's your right of opinion. It's your opinion.
I have no question for you.
Wassalamu alaikum, Masman.
Salam.
So you say you could be at Lanet at around 5.
In the morning.
Mr. Mushiri, your own. Mushiri.
Yes. Yes, it was there about
There about 5.
approximately, yes.
And that you are total of 20 police officers at the time.
Yes.
How did you proceed to the crime of scene?
Everybody boarded their vehicle.
How many vehicles?
I believe there were 3. I'm not very sure, but the number that I can remember is 3 vehicles.
3 vehicles. So, did you go together the 3 vehicles
Yes, we did.
and arrived at the crime scene
Yes.
at around?
It didn't take us long because Lane police station and the homestay is not a very far distance.
So probably
I'd say 7-10 minutes, 15 at the maximum.
was IP to know it with you?
At times you don't know names of people, and if you're not deployed together, we don't interact on one-to-one basis.
I put it to you that he was among the 20 police officers.
Yes,
And in his statement, he says that they arrived at 15 hours.
yes,
That is 3 a.m.
yes.
So, Mr. Sumani, you are either lying or to know lied to us.
I'm stating what I
Which
know
is
and
it?
I believe to be true.
But he was with you.
Yes, he was. And I was there. So I'm not saying what he saw, I'm saying what he saw.
That's all.
I think Your Honor, that will remain.
Just one question. Are you from Nairobi or from Nakuru West?
Nakuru West.
Eventually.
Yes.
That will mark the close of the defense. Yani, the other way, cross-examination.
Yes. Mr. Adubani, when did you first see the recoveries that had been made?
I first saw the recoveries when I was called in to go and assist guard the already arrested prisoners.
Okay.
It was After the raid.
After the raid had
Yes,
been.
after the whole operation.
Oh.
actually.
And at what point were you called in to guard the suspects?
Towards the end of the whole operation.
Where were they at this particular time?
They had already been sat in the main room of the main house.
In the main room of the main house. You were referred to the statement of Wesley Lagat.
Yes.
Were you with him as he recorded his statement?
No, I wasn't.
Are you privy to the information that he may have had prior to this operation? Do you know the information that he had?
As at now,
No. Did you know?
before the operation,
Yes.
no, they kept it to it was maintained at a higher level.
Okay. Were you with Chief Inspector Wahome Kamore when he left the office to proceed to the scene of crime?
No, I wasn't.
Would you know whether he booked that entry?
No, I wouldn't.
Are you part of the investigating officers in this case?
No, I am not.
Were you tasked with forwarding any of the exhibits to the experts for analysis?
No, I wasn't here.
You did not forward any exhibits to the analysis, for analysis rather. Okay. You have been taken to task about the photographs and a letter. How many bundles of photographs do you have with you?
There are two.
There are 2 bundles. There is a letter that you were asked to read. I'll ask you to refer to that letter. Can you? And tell us, in that letter, how many photographs are said to have been forwarded?
If the letter says we request for certification of 9 photographs.
Of 9 photographs.
Yes.
Kindly peruse either of the bundles that you have with you and confirm whether any of those bundles has 9 photographs.
Yes.
Yes?
This bundle has 9 photographs.
That bundle has 9 photographs. Does that letter you have relate to that bundle?
Yes, it is actually. A copy of it is attached here.
In that case, you are not they should mention the date of the letter they are talking about.
Okay. Kindly read the date of that letter.
It's 16th of May 2023.
16th of May 2023. Kindly confirm to the court how many photographs does the other bundle have?
I counted them earlier and there were 39 photographs.
There were 39 photographs. Now we wish to rest our re-exam at heart.
Only that, Your Honor, this bundle that has just been given to us or shown to us has not formed the subject of this trial at any given time. They've just introduced them right now because we have all along been dealing with those ones and they're the ones that we marked. Yes, Your Honor? Yes, I just refer, yes. Yes, but it's also attached to that other bundle, the same letter. And you can see, while still holding this one, he's still referring to the same. He has been asked whether he can confirm, and he's confirming from that bundle. That is what was given to us.
Sorry, Your Honor, my colleague has one question.
Your Honor, I have one further question. In the examination before I respond to the issues being raised. Please confirm whether or not you saw Chief Inspector Waome at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I did.
That's all, Your Honor.
I don't know whether the issue of the wrong was on the first examination.
Yes,
Was it an issue?
You know, how do we reconcile these two bundles? The first bundle, the bundle that we were, and the bundle that has now been introduced. So that then before the witness is sit down, if there is need for us to re-examine him, to further examine him on the new bundle, then we can have that opportunity.
Your Honor, if I may respond. Sorry, Your Honor? Yes,
Your Honor.
it's a bundle of photographs. Your Honor, we have two bundles of photographs.
Which one was not?